10th fight of the evening tonight, brought to you by Bubba Chino's Brighton VIP Food Service. Quick serve Mexican grub from breakfast until the wee hours on the weekends. No alcohol. Located at 201 South Main Street, Brighton. Follow us on Facebook and also check us out at Cappuccino's Cafe, our new spot for your morning coffee and cinnamon roll fix, JR. Let's get this fight going.
And Bubba Chino's and Cappuccino's bringing this, our first professional fight of the evening, a 135-pound fight featuring the fighter in the white trunks, Arnold Jimenez, facing off against George Dominguez in the black trunks. And Jimenez pressuring forward early.
Dominguez relaxed.
Dominguez, very experienced fighter. Ron, you and I have had a pleasure of calling a number of his fights. He travels out of state to fight quite a bit as well and has decent success there. So he's going to be very calm in there too.
God. It's always scary to see somebody so calm when they fight, you know? I mean, for most people, it's an absolutely haymaker of an experience. And for both of these guys right now, they look like they just got out of a nap.
So far, it's Jimenez being the pressuring forward fighter. He looks to be the bigger fighter this afternoon. And Dominguez catches the flying knee, going to try to turn it into a takedown, able to do so. And what a beautiful immediate scramble into mount by Mr. Dominguez, and then trying to turn it into back control. Great job working the hips with the arm by Jimenez, though, able to try to get Dominguez onto his back.
Yeah, Jimenez looking just unbelievably heavy up top, too, with those hips. My goodness.
And Dominguez, beautiful job clearing that foot, keeping the second hook from going in. Basically, both fighters working for position here. So far, neither one solidifying anything, and just as I say that, Dominguez able to settle into side control. And going to try a crucifix. Nope, went to step over, but not able to do so. And Dominguez going to try to hop his way out of here. Limp leg, they call it. You let your leg relax as you pull it through the hands of your opponent. But Jimenez, nice job working it back to the ground, maintained the body lock, and
Jimenez has a great gyro, man. His hips are never out of position, if you notice that, especially when Dominguez is trying to escape.
And Dominguez able to get both feet underneath him. Nice job by the Team Wildman fighter. And Jimenez tried to kick that leg out, and Dominguez just sort of went with it and let his foot pop right back down to base. Great balance by both fighters here.
Really yep, absolutely. Not a lot of wasted effort either here.
Agreed. Separation. Both fighters drop their hands on the separation. That's something they need to be cautious of. And this is a professional fight, so we've got 3 5-minute rounds. While you're standing, you're allowed to knee to the head of your opponent, and you can use the point of the elbow as a means of attack. That's the differences between amateur and professional here in Colorado.
Man, these guys are just unbelievably relaxed in there. Oh, nice little pop left from Jimenez.
And it's almost become a contest of who can look more relaxed to the other.
It's unbelievable.
I kind of don't care what you're going to do to me. I'm relaxed.
They both are. It's amazing. But credit to them. You know, look, that's half the battle. You know what I mean? Staying calm.
Yeah, you referenced it earlier. Not a lot of wasted energy. Neither one of these guys doing anything that doesn't need to be done. Couple of times Dominguez been able to catch a kick, so that shows he's got good vision about what's going on with his opponent, able to read at least some of the techniques.
It's amazing how close they are both in the pocket right now. Neither of them engaging really right now because both of these guys respect each other's skills so heavily.
See if their corners get into their ears a little bit about trying to pick up the pace in between rounds. I think the feeling out process is finished. Dominguez, good job getting his hands together quickly there. Went low on that takedown, went around the knees where he was able to fold the knees in, and that's what allowed him to score. But Jimenez showing a nice job in the scramble.
Yep.
And almost a calf crusher position
I
for
was just about to say
Jimenez.
the same thing. My goodness.
If he gets full on back, now he's giving the referee a thumbs up. So 10-second clacker sound, and we're going to round 2.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to extend too far. Really well, both these guys. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Round 2 of our first professional fight of the evening. Arnold Jimenez wearing the silver and black, facing off against George Dominguez wearing the black, white, and green. Referee Stephen Blayoff third in the cage. And a quick, left hook by Dominguez gets our second round started.
That's the third or fourth time we've seen Jimenez literally try to take Dominguez's legs out from underneath him with that sweeping kick.
And Dominguez always able to see it coming, doesn't get completely out of the way, but at least doesn't let himself be swept with it. And in the 135-pound division, that's what you expect. I mean, we talk about it all the time, how fast these guys are. A big part of that is their reaction time.
Absolutely.
Their ability to see the game developing. And like that right there, Mr. Jimenez drops his hands because he knows he's out of range because he's seen the techniques coming. Just something you don't see in some of the heavier divisions most of the time.
Wonderful vision from both of these guys. Really beautiful estimation of range. Like I said, they're literally within the they're within the pocket of each other and not getting hit.
Jimenez dove in on that takedown, tried to turn it into a leg lock. Good job pressuring down with the chest by Dominguez. Shut down the leg game of Jimenez, and now we see Dominguez from the top.
So JR, if you are in Dominguez's corner, what are you telling him, considering that this fight is a very slow starting fight and almost an even fight as of now?
Trying to improve position more on the ground, and right there goes in the full mount. And skipping off to the side, looks like maybe he's setting up a hidden arm choke.
Oh, wow.
See it. Yep, Dominguez has that hidden arm choke in pretty tight. Let's see if he skips off to the side, tries to get his hips and feet against the cage on his left side. And Jimenez trying to defend by answering the telephone. You put your hand next to your ear, try to keep that blood flowing, but squeeze, squeeze, squeeze is the whole life of Dominguez here.
Nice turn.
Yeah, corner of Dominguez. Wildman Thomas Denny, one of Colorado's standout coaches, tried to get him to bring the fight out to the center of the cage.
Very, very quick turn from Jimenez to get himself out of trouble there.
And there's that calmness again as Dominguez looks to his corner, takes some instruction.
I'm really impressed by both of these guys.
Shows why they're pros, shows the step up in the skill level and their ability to see a fight developing.
Oh, there's that beautiful kick.
Went to the inside that time, scored well with it.
Was Jimenez. Dominguez almost looks like he's feeling out Jimenez with those inside kicks, right?
Yeah, his leg kicks into the outside too. When he throws them, he's not committing power. He's not putting much speed into him. It's like maybe he's trying to set something up, but he's probably thrown 6 or 7 of those and hasn't really acted or reacted off of them. There it is again. He's not throwing it to do any damage. So I'm interested to see later on if he's just trying to read what Jimenez reacts to and set up something off of it.
Yeah, decoy set up or...
And again, because of Dominguez being able to step out of the way of the kicks, it ends up being a slapping type kick, which stings, it hurts, but it's not anything that necessarily causes damage and makes the fighter have to adjust their game. Now a little more power into those kicks, and he's going to the calf with it now as Dominguez.
I love those kicks. Those are that's a Danny Mitchell specialty there. Come to find out that Danny Mitchell's last opponent has nerve damage from those calf kicks now.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Not able to grab both legs was Dominguez, and Jimenez able to get head control here. Not really threatening with the choke, doesn't have his right arm through. So able to effect the takedown with a little bit of finality there and jamming his opponent into the cage is Dominguez over where his coach can give him some instructions. Difficulty there, of course, is your opponent, being Mr. Jimenez on his back, can hear what Thomas Denny is telling George Dominguez to do.
I used to do that during wrestling. I'd stand over by my opponent and listen to his coach tell him all what he's going to do to me. Very, very tight match here. Third and final round just about underway here as both of the corners exit the cage. Very difficult fight to score. I'd hate to be a judge here. How do you even see this fight?
Yeah, just, back and forth. I have to look at it as maybe ground control time, and the fact in the last round anyway, that Mr. Dominguez threatened with the submission while it was on the ground, and there was really no threatening attack from Jimenez. And seems to me like the corners of both coaches told him to pick it up here because they probably know it's a close fight as well. One of those probably could have gone either way on the judge's scorecard. So this may be a very telling round in this fight.
But I really can't see this fight changing a whole lot, you know what I mean? Because these guys are literally right in front of each other and not scoring.
Yeah, they're very evenly matched. Each of them has a good read on the other. So somebody's just going to have to, if they want to make the move to try to pull ahead, they're going to have to just really commit to an attack.
And I'm seeing Jimenez picking up the pace on these heavy leg kicks, and again.
And that one, well, that had something on it.
The last three really have. They've been heavy kicks. And I think that the second one, the one just before that, and that one probably affected Dominguez a little bit.
Not enough that Dominguez has had to switch stances yet.
No, not yet.
And has his hands clasped, does Dominguez. Let's see if he can get him off the cage. Wow, great footwork and balance by Jimenez, but to the mat they go. Jimenez unable to get head control, tried to wrap it up on the way to the mat, and Dominguez going to try to slide that left knee through, see if he can end up and mount.
If I'm Dominguez, I am unloading on the body right now to score as many points as possible in a very closely contested match.
And we see Dominguez with his head underneath the arm. He threatened with that head and arm triangle choke in the last round. Let's see if he improves his position here, gets that left knee through. He'd be in a position to try to threaten with it again, but a beautiful job using the cage by Jimenez.
Talk about wall walking to perfection, right?
No kidding, able to get that back rolling. Here we go with Jimenez enjoying top position and clipping elbows. Now trying to set up the guillotine choke, falling back to guard. Must feel he has good position there. And Jimenez trying to squeeze for it. And there's the tap. Congratulations in the third round. Arnold Jimenez pulls out the guillotine choke submission victory.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes and 23 seconds of the third round, winner by submission, Arnold Jimenez.
Arnold, can I grab you for a second, brother? Been here in the cage with Arnold. Arnold, a very closely contested fight. You know, but you were picking your shots, and when the opportunity came to close out that show, take me through it.
You guys don't have my last team. You gave me the guillotine, so I train that all the time. That's all we do.
That's how you do it. Is there anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Foreman, everybody at my BMT family, my family that came out, all my family back home in California, Dwayne Ludwig, Muscle Farm, everybody else, I just can't think about it off my head.
Congratulations on the win. Your winner, Brian Gutierrez.
Thank you to Sparta, Draft, and all the people that got me in the fight. Appreciate it. Thank you.